All right, guys, this is going to be a sort of long-winded post, but I really want to cover this, and I've been thinking the last few days really hard on this particular topic, which is moderation. And what I've been thinking on is a way to put this simply for those of you who actually get it and get moderation, for you to actually explain it to other people who cannot grasp the concept. And the first point I really want to get across to you is that moderation is first, in and of itself, a mindset. And then you execute on this mindset to then practice moderation. And to explain this mindset, I kind of want to touch on first what is holding people back from having this mindset by default. And it is the restriction of. When you restrict things, you create novelty. And that creates a desire or an over-desire of something that you can't have at will. And to explain this a little better, I have a little story or a little analogy I think most of you can actually relate to. So say you get a present at Christmas, and it's something you've wanted for the past few months, and your parents obliged and got it for you for Christmas. That present is played with for probably a week, and then you start to deteriorate in terms of your desire to play with it. Why does that happen? It's because novelty wears off. Now imagine if your parents took that toy or present away from you after only one day of playing with it. The novelty would not wear off. And especially if they gave it back to you after that day and you could play with it for another day and then they took it away again, the novelty would still remain and you would still desire to play with that toy for much longer. Another quick analogy is basically when someone tells you, no, you can't have something. What does that make you do? That makes you desire it that much more. And this is basically the entire concept I want you guys to understand when it comes to food, and especially the junk foods or any foods that are deemed bad or have sugar in it or sugar in general. So by demonizing or labeling any of these junk foods as junk foods or bad foods, or really just thinking you shouldn't have them, is going to make you want them that much more. It's literally creating a repetitive cycle of novelty. And this is seen practically within most people who try to diet and lose weight, is that they restrict themselves from the food they actually like and love, and they create this novelty, so they end up binging, and the cycle of binging, restricting continues forever. This is why this entire lifestyle of Iifym, flexible dieting, is so powerful, because it removes the novelty of these junk foods or bad foods or any foods that have sugar in them, and it allows you to indulge, whether or not you take that indulgence for a week or a month or a year, it ends up wearing off, so you can then practice moderation within a level mindset. And without this novelty effect, you can, in fact, when you have cravings, indulge and not create this weird cycle of I shouldn't have it, I want it even more, novelty effect. So I hope that made sense. I hope you can eventually explain this to other people that are trying to restrict themselves from their favorite foods and foods they know they enjoy. Yeah, pass this along.